it's Momtourage, the podcast about being a mom that thinks that most mom stuff is super boring. So we created our own posse. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Carrie, and we are ready to walk you down the red carpet of motherhood.
Hey guys!
Hi everybody! Every time we flash, I want to make a new face like it's a photo booth picture. I'll be like, then the next time I'll be like,
technical difficulties. That's the name of the game. Listen.
Welcome to 2020.
2020, baby. We don't have a president.
No.
Kind of.
No. I mean, we have a president, but we don't know the new president. Also, I love that my mom is always the first person to log
Hi,
on.
Linda.
Hi, Mama.
Well, welcome to Momtourage.
Hi, everybody.
Live from your couch. We are the show for all the anti-mommy group moms just looking for their squad, and we're here for you.
I mean, I can't even believe that we have a mom show because we would have made fun of a mom show before we were moms.
That's why we had to start our own mom show. See?
But sometimes I look back and I'm like, what happened?
All right, guys. So we have got a really, really good show for you. We are very excited for our guests, Evie and Sarah.
We had such, I'm interrupting you.
It's okay.
We had such an amazing time on the podcast with them. It felt like we had been friends for like 1 million years.
We just have so much fun chatting with these ladies. Carrie made me feel very self-conscious about my hair before this. She didn't mean to, but now I'm just questioning my choices.
Okay, Ashley was tucking her hair into her shirt.
Mess.
And I thought that was like a young person
cool,
thing. Like Ashley's younger than me, so I'm like, is that like
barely.
a young person thing?
Yeah.
Well, now you look like Dylan McKay or something.
That's cool.
You got this like one strand out. Anyway, it looked good. I didn't mean to. Anyway.
Plus today,
friendship, am I right?
Plus today, we've got our first installment. Get ready for this. All November and December, we are doing a Momtourage Holiday gift guide #swag bag at the end of the show. So stay tuned. It comes with discount codes, giveaways, all kinds of good shit. Every day is a different category.
Always have discounts.
Always.
Deals and discounts. Deals and discounts.
Always. It's like Bob's Discount Furniture.
Exactly.
But first, let's get to our drinking game, shall we?
All right, shall we?
So we decided, in honor of our guests Evie and Sarah and modern manners for moms and dads, today's drinking game would be whenever we have bad manners.
Which is like every day.
All the time.
All the time.
So let's try it out. Whenever we do something that is
maybe I should tell you about my vagina. There we go. I interrupted. That's my worst.
Drink, guys. Drink. So whenever Carrie interrupts, whenever we say any curse word, fuck, shit, whatever.
Right, burp.
Whenever, bodily functions that are gross to most people, but not us, you drink. What are we drinking today?
I think we're both drinking the same thing.
Oh, yeah, we're drinking Palomas.
It's like a makeshift Paloma.
Yeah, but we love our Paloma. See, this is why I was tucking it in. See this?
Oh, God. Ashley with her gorgeous, luxurious horse hair.
I just really need, it is horse hair.
Look at this.
I need a haircut. Anyway.
Ashley.
I'm sorry. It's like Carrie last week. My house is so big. My scenes wasn't enough.
So luxurious.
Please. All right, should we get right to it?
Let's do it.
Oh, wait, we have a giveaway announcement. My bad.
Right, that's right. Deals and discounts.
Guys, I'm a mess this week. I've been a mess for like the last 4 weeks.
I think the whole world is a mess. Even people who, listen, regardless of what side
wherever
of the
you stand
you're on, it's a mess.
It's a mess. It is a mess. All right, we have a giveaway today for our live viewers like we always do. Do you want to Vanna it? We have these no drama drops.
Hold on. I don't have Vanna nails.
No drama drops from Lady Sweet. It is a CBD tincture from our buddies at Lady Sweet. We love them so much. It retails for $65. You're going to learn more about this product at the end of the show in our holiday gift guide #swag bag. But to win a bottle of your own, very simple. You're going to text us at 918-352-MOMS. Leave your comment below and just tell us, what's your worst bad manner habit?
I mean, you got to have at least one. I have like 6.
Yeah. What's your number one? I know yours.
Interrupting.
Yeah. Mine is, I think I just have like a foul mouth.
You do.
And it's either cursing, burping that smells like hot dogs. Like it's just always like some kind of foul.
I don't know who has a worse mouth, you or me. I'm not really sure. It's like
it's a toss up. It doesn't matter. It's like, what's the lesser evil? There is none, whatever. But now I think we can actually move on.
I think we can move on. All right.
Let's drink and dish, shall
All
we?
right.
I'm going to cheers you on this. I think, look at Carrie with her jumbo size cup.
It's a big cup for a big emotional feeling.
This has been a tough week. I have to tell you, here's the thing. I'm feeling very optimistic right now.
I don't believe anything until I just see it. I'm not an optimist.
I am feeling very, very, very optimistic right now. I realize that's all going to come crumbling down. It already started with mayhem is going to ensue. But for the first time in 4 years, I feel like I can breathe a little bit.
Well, God bless.
But in the meantime, the Momtourage unofficial sponsor of this election and all its drama,
2020.
Calm the fuck down spray. Let me tell you, I have been using this.
I did put that on my pillow last night and I slept like a baby.
If you don't have it, if you haven't gotten it already.
It's like orange and lavender had a baby.
And honestly, it's like so tranquil. It really does calm me down. Anyway, another discount code for you. 10% off for Momtourage viewers on their first purchase with the code. Let that shit go. One word.
Let it go.
Let it go. And also, I just want to say I have a new crush.
Ooh.
My husband doesn't know. I think he knows.
Well, I think he heard you on the earpiece earlier when you told me who the crush was.
My new crush is John King of CNN and his magic wall abilities.
Oh, I do know who you're talking about.
I love that man.
He was just like so cheery.
He doesn't even do it for me. He just he loves
his job.
He loves his job and he is so good at it. Is there nothing more satisfying than somebody who is so fucking good at their job?
And then it would get big and then it would
and numbers. He's so good at numbers. Which also Matt is, which is probably one of the reasons I'm really into him.
Ashley and I are not good at numbers.
No, we're terrible.
Terrible.
What's your drinking dish?
Let's see. Well, I am horribly awkward with new people. I overtalk and get super awkward.
No.
Imagine that. When we first moved into our apartment that we had right before this, I would make the worst awkward conversation with the doorman. Lee's like, you don't have to talk to the doorman every time. I'm like, yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
I know, but I would just be over talking, like, hey, what's going on? I just came back from the gym. I was just really, really diarrhea of the mouth. And then they wouldn't say anything because they didn't know how to respond to everything. And I would just slink away really awkwardly. And I would be left with this icky feeling. Well, that happened 3 times today. So Luna and I and my dog Beckett, we took a walk around the neighborhood, and today was a really beautiful day. So everyone's out on their porches. And so I was introducing myself, being like, hey, we just moved into the neighborhood. And I embarrassed myself in front of at least 3 to 4 people. I was like, hey,
you're like, my daughter's a witch and a Scorpio, and I conceived her under a full moon.
I know. I was like, hi, my name is Carrie. Me and my husband, my boyfriend, my long-term partner, we're not married. Lee, we both work from home, but we've always worked from home. Pre-COVID, it doesn't matter because I have a podcast and a mom show, and he's a musician who has his own business. And this is my daughter, Luna, and this is my dog. He's immunocompromised, so don't come too close. I did not that exact speech to every person.
Basically.
I did that exact speech to one person, and then various other awkward conversations to other people. Every single person was like,
cool, nice to meet you. Yeah.
They were just one woman, my next door neighbor, who seems pretty cool. I feel like she's extra cool. I want to be her friend because she's cool.
That's our theme for today, kind of, other than manners. Yeah.
Being cool?
Yeah.
Cool, right.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, she was just she didn't even say, cool, see you later. She just was dead in the face. And then went back to doing her job. I'm like, she's definitely cool. She was also wearing Crocs. And mowing her own lawn like a boss bitch.
I mean, goodbye would have been a boss bitch move. But
she just was like this.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a boss bitch to me. That just seems very
so
rude.
Awkward.
We like to pretend we're business people. We are business people, but we have calls periodically where I just I'm trying to be yeah, I do this all the time. I run business. And then on the phone call, I always say something where I'm like, oh, you talk too much again. You just talk too much. Just shut up, Ashley. So I get it. Should we get to the good stuff?
Let's get to the good stuff.
guys. Our guests today are the hosts of the incredibly popular Modern Manners for Moms and Dads podcast, and they just came out.
And they're authors.
They are now
authors.
They're now authors of their first book by the same name, and it's changing the parenting and etiquette game. Welcome, Evie Granville and Sarah Davis. Hi, ladies.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Look at how cute you guys are. What?
Can you hear us? We've been tinkering back here. We're like, oh my God, are they going to be able to hear us?
Yes, we hear you perfectly. And unlike when we recorded the podcast, we can see your beautiful faces.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've been laughing backstage, admiring you girls. So you're doing a great job.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone is laughing.
Stumbling over our words, just trying to get through this emotional catastrophe we're all in, and BD. Anyway, congratulations are in order for you guys. Your book is incredible. We've both read it.
I can't believe that, first of all, it's hard enough to wipe your ass and take a shower when you're a parent. Then you added the COVID whole situation and schooling from home. How did you guys even do this?
You wrote it over COVID, didn't you?
Finished it, right?
Well,
Finished
no, we finished it over COVID. So we wrote it over a year and a half. But the first 3 months of quarantine, that was like the heavy editing and the end of the book. You can hear me okay, right? Yes?
Perfectly. Yes.
Yeah, so there was a lot of I can't play with you right now, but I promise we'll do it later. And there was a lot of, no joke, Evie and I would be on the phone for 5 hours straight, going through sentence by sentence. What do you think about this? Do you think we should use this word? Can we reword this? Are you sure you meant that? So yeah, it's a good thing we're best friends.
I was just going to say, thank God you made it out still friends.
Yeah. And also, I apologize for saying Evie. I should have known it was Evie.
That's okay. I get that a lot.
All right. So congrats on the book. It's great because what I really loved is I went into reading the book expecting an etiquette book, like a straightforward kind of etiquette book, but it really covers parenting, and it covers all these things that we really deal with, like communicating with friends and partners, and the psychology of a messy home, and personal appearance.
Feels like you just met with my therapist and talked about my top 5 hit list, pretty much. Have you been talking to Fran?
But it all kind of works its way back around to parenting. So why do you ladies think that moms and dads need an etiquette book?
All right, here's the thing. If you go into a bookstore right now and you pick up pretty much any book off a shelf, it makes it seem like parenting happens in a bubble. Like you're in your house all the time with your kid, and it's just you and them, and it's this magical wonderland of togetherness, and there are never any outside factors. No. We never have to worry about being out in public and other people watching us and shaming us and judging us, or family members who want to provide very helpful input all the time. Those things never happen. We never have to have a conference with the teacher. It's just a pure relationship between you and your child. And we all know that's not how parenting works, because from the moment—
Thank God, because I can't stand to just be me and my kid in my house. So thank God.
Yeah. But it's a double-edged sword, right? It's like you go out into public and you encounter all these situations that you could never have anticipated, never. Sarah and I tell a bunch of stories in the book about super embarrassing things that happened to us because we just didn't know.
Funny stories. Yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing, and we fully admit to that. So, we constantly found ourselves picking up the phone and being like, oh my God, you would not believe what just happened to me. Did I handle this the right way? But we knew we were two smart women with a background in education, and Sarah's got her, she's like a child development expert. She's got her doctorate. She'll never say that to you.
Dr. Sarah, if I remember correctly.
Sarah. And so we were like, let's put our heads together and see if we can come up with a system, a method that anybody can use to work through these sticky situations so that you're going out into the world, you feel confident about the decisions you make, you're setting a good example for your kids, and you're able to build connections. Because without some sort of good manners, which really just amounts to kindness and consideration, you really can't build that circle of friends that parents desperately need.
Well, that's one. Excuse me. I don't know, I just had like choked on my own.
It happens.
Don't mind me. One of the things I've noticed is that a lot of my friends that I've talked to, a lot of us have some social disgraces, I'm going to call it, but whether it's social anxiety or just like social issues, communication, and just like the general layout of how to make first impressions with someone can be really difficult.
Yeah.
Let alone with a kid, which just makes, in the big industry term is never work with kids and animals. And that's true for parenting too. The minute you put a kid in there, it just makes all your
Everything
insecurities, everything else kind of a little bit messier. And so many of us, even before kids, were awkward in those kind of circumstances. And so add a kid to it, and it makes it even worse.
Oh God, yes. There's such a wild card.
So what do you think makes this book different than like an Emily Post kind of etiquette book?
Listen, those old-fashioned etiquette books are great if you want to polish up on like which fork you're supposed to be using, or how to stir your soup. Like, that's great. But we're assuming that people picking up our book have mastered that stuff or don't care about it. I'm not really interested in human beings who know which fork to use. That's great, but that's not helpful to me at this point in my life. What I'm interested in is, are we going to have our first play date and you're going to tell me about your most recent like medical disaster? Are you going to be open and honest with me if you feel like my kid's slobbering on yours and you really don't like it and you want my kid to put on a mask? Are we going to be able to hold a conversation where we talk about things other than just like the fact that we're moms? Can we get past that and have a relationship outside of our identities as parents? So Emily Post is wonderful. Love it. Love the rules. But this is a different kind of book because it's not just about like the little finer etiquette details. It's about how to build your confidence, character, and connections so that you're going out into the world feeling really good about yourself as a parent and as a member of the community.
I was just going to say, your book is more about relationships and less about just you in a bubble doing everything.
How to be polite and proper.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. It's not about doing it correct. It's about the reaction that comes from other people and connection.
Yeah.
Exactly. So well said.
Well, thank you. You ladies have developed a system where which I love, where you determine what type of parent you are out of crescent, fireball, and constellation, and how each of them is beneficial or where they need work, and the pros and cons of both in different situations. How can you apply this to parenting and how we approach manners?
So we love the solar system framework because it really gives people a jumping off point for why they're doing what they're doing. So we're not going to just give you a list of do's and don'ts, because it's like, don't ever bring a sibling to a party. Do RSVP 3 days prior to the party. Like, that's all fantastic. But why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Like, why can't I got to think about it, right? So we created this idea of the solar system. We don't parent in a bubble. We parent together. We parent in society, just like a solar system. And all of the pieces in a solar system work together, and we all can't live without one or the other, right? So it's the same with what we have developed, this method. We have 3, as you said, the fireball parent, who is like the sun, and that person.
We both are.
We both are. Okay, that's good. So you're both fireballs, and that means that in a situation, you will viscerally put your own needs first. Some people are like, oh my God, I don't want to be there. That's like so selfish. It's not, because think about it this way. If you're in Target or the grocery store with a screaming child and you've got the groceries and your kid is losing it, Fireball's going to go, you know what? We got to get this food. I know you're upset. I'm going to try and calm you down, but we are not leaving the store. We are going to finish our shopping because I am hungry. And that's what we're doing.
True.
Like, done that. I'm like, you've never felt hangry? Calm yourself down.
Yeah, exactly. And we find that a lot of parents who have been parents for a while are fireballs because they know it's a long game. Mm-hmm. They know that if they are just putting themselves last for 5 years, they're gonna be drowning. So that's the first one, fireball. They're like the sun. They burn bright. They know they've got to take care of themselves first. Otherwise, everybody else withers away and dies. The second one is a crescent parent. That's the moon. I'm a crescent parent. Crescent parent is like the moon, like they're always watching, they're always there. And sometimes they're a big full moon and sometimes they're a crescent, they back away. but they're the protector parent. They're the ones that put their child's needs first. That's me. The third one is a constellation parent, and they are like the stars in the sky, but they're not one star. They know that you can't have a constellation without all the stars. So they are the ones who put society's needs first. Evie is a constellation. I always tell a big joke because my husband's a constellation and I'm a crescent, which means we cannot go out in public with our children together because he's constantly, right? He's constantly telling me we're in the way. We have 4 kids. We are always in the way, no matter where we go. So he's telling me, we're in the way, we're in the way. And I'm like, but the kids are having fun. It's okay. And he's like, no, it isn't. You're bothering people. I'm like, okay. And that conversation happens constantly.
Oh, I just interrupted.
Right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
Because I'm putting my kids first and he's putting society. So
I would originally think that my partner is a fireball, but I actually think he might be a constellation because he's always doing weird things like being like, well, we're going to bother people. I'm like, who the fuck
That's
cares?
Matt.
If they're out, they're out. Just do it, you know?
Matt's definitely.
I bet he is.
Yeah, that sounds
It
like it.
definitely is. Yep.
So there was this quote from the book that really struck me. And it was at the very beginning, but it says, your daily successes as a parent directly correlate with how well you take care of yourself. If you're constantly in survival mode and self-care all but disappears from your radar, you won't ever feel fulfilled as a person or as a parent. Mm-hmm. So how does self-care, because this is what I found this so captivating. This was like, I started reading the book. I was like, all right, I got to read this. I got to, prep for this interview. And then that kind of just like totally captivated me for the whole book. I was like, oh shit, this is a game changer.
Right.
This is changing everything I want to know. So can you explain to everyone kind of how self-care correlates to etiquette and manners?
Yes, because they seem totally different, right? Like, how do we get from A to Z? That seems insane. Okay, so here's what it was. As we were working on this, and as we were working with parents in our coaching groups, we kept coming back to this idea that the etiquette was like the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, but we couldn't get there. There were so many parents that had all these underlying issues and challenges that we couldn't even talk about the etiquette with the kids because there were just so many things going on. And as we continue to do research and work with parents, what we realized was that everybody needs a foundation. Everybody needs something to make sure they can stand on their feet. And guess what? It's self-care. Self-care is not taking a shower. It is not making sure that you have gone to the bathroom. Those are BS self-cares. That is just survival. You must do those things so you don't.
Yeah.
That's like it's called human functions. You can like
And that doesn't count. We used to ask our coaching clients who would be overwhelmed with the day, when was the last time you sat on the couch that's not reading a story to your child? And they would say, I don't sit on the couch. Why not? Are you not allowed to sit on the couch you paid for? Like, why not?
I sit on the couch all day and that's where I work.
Good. Well, good. See, fireball. There you go. Okay. So, great. So what we did was we created this pyramid because we're academics. So we got to create things like pyramids. And the foundation is self-care, and that's taking care of yourself. Once you have figured out what you need to function, you can be a parent. You can be mentally and emotionally available because you are not going to be patient. You're not going to be kind. You're going to be overwhelmed if you don't have what you need to fill up your cup. The next level.
That must be why I'm a bad parent. Just kidding.
You're not allowed to say that.
More yoga.
No. The next level is emotional care for your child. So once you care for yourself, you then care for your child emotionally. We're not talking about behavior or etiquette yet. We're talking about filling their cup, figuring out how to spend that quality time with them. After that, you've now preempted your mental health, their mental health, your emotional state, their emotional state. Third level, behavior for your child. Now you can focus on behavior because guess what? You have connected with them. We say this in the teaching world that children don't care what you know until they know how much you care. You have to connect before you correct. So we are connecting with our children on emotional level, and then we're moving up their pyramid into behavior. And guess what that top of the pyramid is? Etiquette. We can't get there till we have filled the steps of the pyramid, and then this will be very easy to work around.
So my mom actually just asked a question that I think is very interesting on the chat here. She said, "Can you be a combination of types of parents?"
Absolutely. And really, the goal is that we want you to be a combination of types, right? So there are plenty of circumstances when me being a constellation is holding me back. And the example I love to use is being on an airplane with a crying baby. I would be hyperventilating because I would be thinking, I don't want to be the woman with the crying baby. I people. You know, I don't want to be the one that everybody's going, oh God, I got to sit next to these people now. But my babies are crying because their ears hurt. There's nothing I can do. I can shush them. I can give them a drink. I can try to comfort them. But me worrying about what everybody else thinks in that circumstance is foolishness. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the baby. So in that situation, I need to shift gears a little bit and I need to change perspective and act more like a crescent, like Sarah, who would say, right now, screw them. I'm going to focus all my attention on the baby, try to make the baby comfortable, because when I do that, the baby will stop crying, which will make everybody else happy too. So yeah, you want to be a combination of these things. Ideally, we just sort of all viscerally have one reaction that tends to be our go-to reaction. But our hope with this book is that we sort of help you see where that might not be the best plan of action for you.
I will say that every perspective has strengths and weaknesses. We call the strengths auroras and the weaknesses twilights. And in every chapter, we break it down. Like, this will be easy for you because you're this. This will be hard for you because you're that. And it really helps learn about yourself and your relationships.
And also, you guys have really good merch that correlates with all of
I love your
That's
merch.
like really, it's really good. But anyway,
thank you.
I one time actually had an acting coach that said the same thing, like, don't worry so much about what you already are like or your strengths in something. Focus instead on the parts that are not like you or the weaknesses. Then you can like micromanage a little bit, you know, so that would be really helpful in the book to say, you don't have to worry about yourself in this circumstance because you're this kind of parent. Instead, this is what you need to work on in these kind of circumstances. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, and that's the reason that we encourage people to have their friends take the quiz too, because if you know, like you have a fireball friend who's going to be like, girl, get your clothes on. We're going out for a night out. Like, you haven't been out in a really long time. You're burned out. You got to get out of the house. You need to surround yourself with people who are not always going to be acting exactly like, to bring out some of those qualities that you might struggle with.
Well, we're fucked.
I know, we're fucked. We're the same person. Okay, so the book, this book is chock full of studies mixed with, oh, there we go. Drink. This book is chock full of studies mixed with super down-to-earth, real-world experiences, which makes each topic really digestible for everybody and completely understandable. What is the biggest message you hope moms specifically take away from this book?
I know it's moms and dads, but I feel like this is.
If there's any dads watching, let us know.
Right.
We'll
like we all know moms are really, they're the ones here. So yeah.
I think I'll let Sarah chime in on this too. But for me, you know, the popularity of personality quizzes like the Myers-Briggs or the Enneagram, they're so wonderful because they help you clue into who you are and what your strengths and weaknesses are. And so often parenting is just like this abstract thing that we're sort of like doing in a vacuum. We don't necessarily have people to talk to about, like, am I doing this well? Or we're not getting a quarterly review from our kid. We're just like, I don't know. What am I doing well here? What am I sucking at? So I think that this book is a really great tool for parents, moms and dads, to be able to do a little bit of analysis about, like, how am I doing on taking care of myself? How am I doing in my friendships? How am I doing at, like, my physical appearance? We have a chapter on physical appearance, and that was hard for me to write because as a feminist, I take issue with people telling me how to dress my body. And that's why that's not what that chapter is about. The chapter is about, are you taking care of yourself in a meaningful way so that you go out into the world feeling like the best version of yourself? So
COVID has changed that for me. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, but that's why shows like What Not to Wear have always been like great, poignant show because of that exact thing.
Yes, I love that.
That out of the box.
Yes. So I really like people to take away from this book an opportunity to sort of look at themselves holistically, not just as a parent, but as a friend, as a member of their community, as a partner, a spouse, and think about what they're like really doing a great job at and areas where, you know, you might struggle, and that's okay. But the more we're aware of it, the more we can say like, oh, you know, people say like, I'm being such a 2 right now. I'm being such a constellation right now. Like Sarah will say that to me, like, you're being too big a constellation, chill out.
All right, ladies. Are you ready for some really fun quick fire questions?
Yeah.
All right. So these are meant to be just like off the cuff, quick answers. You don't even have to explain them unless you really want to.
Okay. This is so
ready?
fun. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
It's like a quiz, but not.
Some of them have to do with what your book, and some of them are just like totally random.
Do you want to answer each question, or do we go
Yes.
No, we want you both to answer. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What is the most memorable etiquette-related question you have been asked?
Can dads host sleepovers for little girls?
Oh, I can understand that question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a really good one, and it was like weeks of conversation in our Facebook group.
Is it like, I have so many questions about this. Is it like a 2-dad situation or like?
The question came in from a dad that she was a working mom who got up early and left for work. And then her husband was left with 12-year-old girls who were sleeping over. She didn't think that. She felt uncomfortable because she was afraid of conversation that might happen. She said, I'm not worried about my husband, but what if someone says something? Should a man be left alone with young girls was the conversation. And then of course it was, well, what if you have 2 dads? What if you have a single dad? You know, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So it became this really great question and big
comment. That is really good. Yeah. I could tell you my mom would not have let me sleep over in that situation, but you know.
I think my mom would have if she would have talked to the dad first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, well, okay. That's fascinating. I love that question.
My most memorable question would be one about in-laws who wanted to bring guns into the house with a toddler and how to really push back on that.
Yeah, that feels very timely.
You want to take the next one?
Yes. What's the first thing you let slide during quarantine? I thought we were frozen. Time. You guys, screen time, yeah.
No, because my kids went from like 1 hour of screen time to like 2.5 hours of screen time a day. So that was the first thing.
God, mine went to so many more.
Okay, I missed the question. Will you help me?
Oh sure. Yeah.
What was the first thing that you let slide during quarantine life?
Oh God, screen time. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
And the follow-up is, will you go back to your old ways after we return to some normal life, if we ever do?
Not fully. No. No. We've introduced video games. There's no going back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I personally love video games, so that would be hard for me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the number one thing you think moms should outsource when they can? Meaning they have the means to in some way.
I always think this is completely not available, but I always say potty training.
There are people that can come and
potty training because I would. I'd be like, there you go.
I mean, if I could pick anything, it would be those middle of the night runs for like a baby. My babies didn't sleep through the night till they were like 18 months. So all of that middle of the night stuff, I would outsource.
So like a night nurse situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. What is the weirdest Instagram you follow?
Oh God. Passenger shaming. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I need to follow that.
What's that? Passenger
like an airplane thing?
Oh, shaming airline passengers, like taking pictures of people with their feet between seats or like,
I need to follow this. This is why we asked this question. It's really for us.
I am shocked.
I have to tell you, I am not at all shocked. If there was anyone who I thought would be into that, it's like one of you.
Yeah.
That's so you talking about worrying about everybody else except for yourself on an airplane.
Yeah.
What about you, Dr. Sarah?
I don't know. I don't follow any weird accounts. I follow like fashion and like hairstyles and stuff, and like you guys. I don't know. I feel like this is a big confession, Evie. We're gonna have to talk about that later.
I follow a dog who looks like Bob Ross, but as a dog, and the owner dresses them up and leans them up against things. It's amazing.
I do follow the cat from The Office.
The cat from The Office.
They dress up this cat like he's from Dunder Mifflin, and they like put him in different positions, and it's really funny. So that
can you send me the link to that? I want to follow that.
We seriously ask half these questions just so that we have like new material to look for when we have insomnia in the middle of the night.
Last one. What's your favorite app that helps you get through the week or the day?
The Calm app.
I like the Calm app.
I like a white noise app. I do a lot of meditating, and I have a very noisy house right now. So I like a white noise app. Yeah.
Nice.
Should we do some viewer questions?
All right, let's do the viewer questions.
We took some questions from you. You take the first one.
So first viewer question.
I think you saw this. This was on in the comments on Instagram.
How about when one side of the family does safety measures for COVID and you feel comfortable with them and the other side doesn't want you to cancel?
No, the other side doesn't and you want to cancel.
And you want to cancel.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Sarah, I'm going to defer to you on that.
Nice, Evie. Thanks. So I'm a crescent, right? So for me, it's all about this sounds awful. For me, my priority is my family, my kids, right? So I wouldn't go. I would say like, okay, here are my boundaries. Is this what you're following? And if they said no, I would say, okay, well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to attend. We can certainly do it over Zoom, and you're welcome to do whatever you want to do, but that just doesn't work for my family. But I feel comfortable doing that because I'm a crescent. Yeah. Evie would have a hard time with that because she's a constellation. And over COVID, we've had a lot of conversations about this where she's like, well, I just think, I'm like, no, you should not do that. You are caring too much for other people. You should not do that. But is that so we can take the perspective answer, but is that necessarily the correct etiquette answer, you know? Because remember, we talked about like, this is my weakness as a crescent, is I sometimes get overprotective of my family.
But I think I agree with Sarah. Like safety always trumps etiquette, no matter what. So there's a polite way to say it, but there's a way to put your foot down too. So for me and my family, there have been a lot of conversations that sound like, I just really want to be open and honest about what we're doing right now and where we're going so that we're all comfortable. I'll start first. Here's what we've been doing. Here's what we've been up to. And this is what I'm comfortable with. Now you go. So that it doesn't sound like I'm, doing an interrogation. Like, where have you been and what are you up to? And I'm going to judge you for what you've been doing. It's just, I'll leave.
Think of social media because we all have social media, and I've seen what all kinds of family members have been up to, and I am totally judging family members and friends.
I know.
And whether we see them based on their social media activity.
This is a big conversation between me and my partner because we have slightly different views of what it means to be safe in quarantine.
I mean, I've been questioned for the fact that you and I are in each other's bubble. And on one hand, and all I've said is like, well, that's my business partner. And also we both have only children, and these are the only children our child gets to play with. That's the only one. And we're both very careful about everything. So I'm not going to stop that.
Right.
And if you have a problem with it, that's okay. We don't have to see each other.
But me and my partner have had this conversation before because we just have like a slightly different idea. And I think a lot of it comes down to just like real life stuff. Like I'm just a little bit more of a meticulous person than he is. And so I tend to think of the picayune things and he tends to think of like broader strokes. So this is even a conversation I've had with my partner. So it's a really important thing. And how to talk about it. I
think it's very big for the holidays also. This is the thing you hear Dr. Fauci and CNN. If you watch CNN as obsessively as I do, they talk about it all the time. It's like, we're going to all have to have these very uncomfortable conversations around for Thanksgiving because
it's going to be tough. But I think that there's language you can use that doesn't sound accusatory. Right. And my goal is always to just play dumb about what I've seen on social media and not assume I I mean, and just also like give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't necessarily know all the circumstances under which you were sitting at a restaurant with a large group of people and no mask on. So I'm just going to let you tell that.
Just say, listen, Kim Kardashian, how was that island you rented for all of your friends? Was that super fun? Did you fly? It was a private jet, correct? Right. Cool. You can't come near me because you've infected everyone.
None of us are talking to Kim Kardashian. None of us. And you know what? We're better off. So I have my own personal viewer question for you. May I ask it?
She's just, don't wait. Just ask.
Evie's frozen. That's why. Okay. I was like, oh, she really likes that question. All right. So my husband and I do not have the same political views as basically anybody on either side of our family during everything that's happening. And although it looks like the election is going in the direction that we want it to.
Of her shirt.
Yes. There's no doubt that there are going to be tense conversations coming up. I also come from a family where nothing is off the table in terms of conversation. Nothing. We talk about money. We talk about sex. We talk about everything
like
is
Ashley's
fine.
Family.
Right. But I have become a person, for better or for worse, I'm not necessarily proud of this, where I can't separate someone's political views from them at this point. I cannot. I'm trying to, but it's just where I am. So I just think it's better for everybody if we just don't talk about it and just pretend it's not fucking happening. That's what I would prefer. How do I have that conversation with the people nearest and dearest to me? In a way that is respectful to everybody, because I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want to hurt anybody, but I also don't want to leave crying, which is what I've done so many times at this point.
Oh man. I think
I'm very emotional.
Well, everybody's very emotional right now. Like the stakes are super high.
I always am, but yeah.
Yes, that should be true as well. But it's like there's a raw wound right now, and there will be at Thanksgiving too, regardless of what the outcome is. And so I think that probably in my house, what I'm going to be doing is trying not to have those conversations a whole lot. And when they come up, I'm going to be saying things like, I can see you're really upset, or you sound really passionate about that. And then not engaging further. Like, okay. I'm going to make a statement that I acknowledge that you have a big feeling about this. And it can be as simple as like, I don't see eye to eye with you. I don't share your views, but I can see that you're very passionate about this. And I feel like it would be better that we not talk about it, because that's the thing. Like, if you start digging up these topics, somebody's going to cry, right? It's not just your family. It's
Ashley's going to cry before you dig it up. That's how she is.
Yeah, it's true. I cry a lot.
My dad always likes to say, and he said this since I was a kid, you don't have to answer anything that isn't a question.
Yeah.
So it's something to think about. Like, someone says a statement you disagree with, just let it hang in the air.
Like, cool,
it's very uncomfortable. Cool. Very good.
That's what I've taken to, and it is very uncomfortable.
I have to say, my thing I like to say. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it makes it go away because there's no engagement. Like, okay.
My thing I say when I disagree, but like I just want to let you know that I like that I'm listening, is I just go, I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. That's it. I hear you. It's not even that I respect you, although it's implied. It's just like,
you're heard.
I hear you.
You're heard.
That's all I'm going to say. It's like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. I just want to acknowledge that I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Well, I will say, Evie and I we call that the F you very much tone, which.
And that's what I'm trying to
you know what that is? That's the namaste.
That's what I'm trying to explain. Because it has come down to very heartfelt conversations between me and people where they have said they felt very judged by me and very hurt. And at the end of the day, I don't want to do that. I really genuinely do not want to hurt anybody.
It's okay, Ashley.
But I just have my beliefs, and it's just been like 4 years of whatever. So I just want a peaceful way, a respectful way to hear
Just
people.
come to my house for Thanksgiving.
There's too many invitations. If I go to your place, it's like I'm shitting on everybody.
But as a fireball, you shouldn't care. You just do.
Well,
you,
I'm not
girl.
that full of a fireball.
Guess not. I guess you're a mix.
Pick
All
a
right.
question.
All right. So my toddler homeschools because of COVID. So I try to take him to the park every day. He wears a mask and we go during quiet times in an effort to stay as safe as possible. Occasionally, and not at set times, we run into a child who never wears a mask. When I see he's there, we leave the park to avoid the situation. But I feel like that's unfair to my son because he needs socialization. Can I tell the other kid's mom to put a mask on her kid?
So I think, yes, you can in this time of COVID, because just like you cannot go to a restaurant without wearing a shirt, right now you can't. Or shoes. Right now, you can't go into a public location without a mask. That's just the rule, right? So yes, we're outside, so the risk is much less. And, okay, maybe we can social distance. If the kids are getting close, so if you're far apart and it's not a big deal, you don't have to say anything. If the kids are getting close and they want to play together, I think it would be appropriate to say, it looks like our kids really want to play together. Do you mind if your child wears a mask when our kids are getting a little bit closer?
And then you pull out like a 12-pack of masks.
And if they don't, they might have brought one. You never know. They might have one in their pocket and then they might take it out. Or they might say, no, we don't want to wear masks. We're not doing that. And if they do, then you can say, okay, well, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to play today. I'm so sorry, but that's just one of the rules that we're following right now. And that's it. And then you might have to leave. And
Evie looks so uncomfortable right now.
I am very uncomfortable about the whole mask thing. But I've been really trying. This is one of these times when I have to lean into a different perspective because for me as a constellation, I'm like, I don't want to tell people what to do. It's not really fair. Like people have different viewpoints. I don't know. But inside I'm dying because I'm so anxious about these other families on the playground with no masks on. So I agree with what Sarah's saying. That is the appropriate etiquette. Yes, safety trumps etiquette here. You can suggest that somebody wear a mask. I mean, you can't be the mask police, but yeah, you can do that.
Well, in COVID in general, I think the overall thing that you're saying is that like safety does trump etiquette. There's just a way to say it better.
Right.
And that's the etiquette.
That's the issue.
The etiquette. It's like how to say it, how to broach it, how to do it in a way that is not combative so that you still have your etiquette, but you have your safety.
Yeah, and you're more likely to get the outcome that you want if you're kind about it. Wow, it looks like kids really want to play. That would be so fun for them, but I really think it would be safer if they wear masks.
See, and that's a great way to say it. That's what I need to hear.
Instead of being like,
things.
yo, bro, put on a mask, you fucker. That's what I would say.
All right, are you guys ready for a really fun game?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
We are calling it Truth or White Lie.
This is awesome. You guys are so fun.
Do you like that graphic? That's all
Ash.
Ash is the graphic. Truth. It's like the Law and Order font.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So the whole point of this game is we're going to give you a scenario. You tell us, do we tell a truth or do we tell a white lie?
Okay.
Ready for this? All right. Now, first one. Your under 4-year-old child somehow hears someone say Santa isn't real and he asks you about it.
Truth or white lie?
White lie forever.
I still kind of believe in Santa. That's like full disclosure.
So do I, and I'm Jewish.
That is not real, but that's
and
okay.
I know I'm Jewish, and I'm still like Santa might be real.
Earlier today, Ashley gave me a mezuzah for my new home.
That's how not believing in Santa I should be. All right.
You've developed a friendship. Oh, this is specifically for Ashley. So I'm just you've developed a friendship with your hairstylist. And now you follow each other on social media. Honestly, she's not doing a great job anymore. And you want to go to someone new. You tell her the truth, or is it a white lie? White lie. I say white lie.
Evie froze. She froze. I don't know. I would say white lie.
I would say white lie too.
Me too. But what white lie do I tell? Anyway. Okay.
Just be like,
yeah, I agree. White lie.
I got a free haircut.
I went with that already. I've gone that avenue. All right. Family decides to unexpectedly.
Oh, I got a good white lie for you. Say someone on set cut your hair.
I already did that.
Oh,
That's
God.
the white lie I already told. Family decides to unexpectedly pass by when you've partied too hard. Do you tell them a white lie or the truth?
Oh God, I would definitely not tell the truth on that one. No way. That's your business.
Just so you know, we just got legalized in New Jersey in this election. Anyway.
Oh, congratulations. That's good.
Thank you. Your kid walks in on mommy and daddy wrestling. Truth or white lie?
So many white lies.
So many.
All right, as time has gone on, you're realizing you really don't like your close friend's significant other. They keep wanting to hang out as couples, but you always leave a hangout annoyed and biting your tongue. You tell the truth or a white lie?
I think you can tell the truth, but it doesn't have to be the full, I can't stand your spouse. It's just, I really would love some girl time. It's still the truth.
That sounds like a white lie to me. Is that
No, I feel like I've this has happened so many times where I've just been like, I just really like hanging out with you and me, which is true because I don't like the person.
Right.
That's not a white lie.
It kind of is.
Well, no one wants to say, hey, your husband's a dick. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Do you know you married a monster? I hate him. Okay, let's hang out. No one's going to say that, Ashley.
Oh my God, go.
Okay. Your very conservative and Christian family hears that you voted for Biden. Well, what's the question there, Ashley?
Do you lie or are you telling the truth?
Oh, do you say that you actually
do you say
did
like,
vote
no,
for Biden?
I didn't. I voted for
Truth.
Kanye. Like, what do you do?
Such a nasty woman, proudly,
Yeah.
and answer any questions they might have about who you voted for. That's what you do.
That's what I
Love
would
that.
do, yes.
Your kid finds mommy's massager.
Ooh,
White lie.
definitely. Absolutely.
Not your closest friend, but not an acquaintance, asks if her outfit is unflattering.
Truth.
Yeah, me too. I would say
agree.
truth.
Huh.
But in a kind way.
You know what? This was something I learned from working at the Gap. You tell them the truth, and this is not, they didn't teach me this. I just learned it
Obviously,
from
it's
experience.
the Gap.
But you tell them the truth, but then you offer them a better option.
Right.
So I would say
I like
that doesn't look good on you, but this would look good on you.
Yeah, I don't love that, but I have something that I think would look amazing.
Add a necklace,
on you.
tuck it in, it's fine. French tuck, add a necklace, whatever. Put a heel on, you look great.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
I like that.
I did have a stint at J. Crew after college, so I learned that as well at J. Crew.
Yes, you could just like sell up if you just like tell them the
Yep.
truth. Yeah, that's why you're a doctor.
After not going to
And that's
Zoom
why.
school,
That's the only reason.
After not going to Zoom school yesterday, your kid tells his teacher that you weren't actually sick.
Oh,
White lie. I just don't feel like everybody needs to know all the details of your business all the time.
yeah.
Wait, so what's the question here? He didn't go to school, and
So,
then
like,
he says he's not sick.
Your kid didn't go to school because you weren't feeling well, but in Zoom school, your kid says, "Oh, mom wasn't sick."
Oh, I think truth on that one.
Yeah, right.
You'd be like, I was sick in the head. I was sick in the head.
Every
Yeah.
day, baby.
I'm a little confused about the question, but I guess I don't know. I guess sometimes I'm not always the best at Zoom school.
I would say this.
That's where I got the idea for the question.
I would say this. I pay you. Sorry. Okay, you go to your dinner at your mother-in-law's. She worked hard on dinner, but it's really bad. Look at Sarah's face.
Total white lie. Just
Yeah,
I'm
white lie.
fine with white lies to save people's feelings and relationships.
Me too.
I do not care about lying on these circumstances.
Me too. I don't
Agreed.
think. Me too.
And I wouldn't fall all over it either. I wouldn't be like,
No. Oh, this is good.
delicious thing. Like I would eat it, and then I might say, like, thank you for cooking. I wouldn't say this is delicious.
If she asks, I'll be like, thank you. It's so much effort you put into this. Thank you."
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Thank you.
It's what you don't say. It's what you don't say. And they go, wow, that must have been gross. Nobody said they liked it, did we? He said, thank you. It's like, I love you. Thank you.
I appreciate you inviting me over. Thank you.
All right, last one. Your kid takes up a sport, but they're really bad at it.
Truth. Because you can always get better.
I'm sorry. I missed the
That's
question
true.
again.
Put some
that's
effort
okay.
in, you know?
Your kid takes up a sport, but they're really not good at it.
Yeah, they're bad.
Oh, I would not tell the truth on that. There's just no need. Let them go with it until they want to be done with it.
It's so funny because I said I would tell them the truth. I wouldn't be like, you suck. I would be like, you're beginning and everybody begins and we just need to work hard. If you really like it, we keep going. You know,
I would never be like, you should totally do this. You're terrible.
I'm a big advocate of not everyone gets a trophy. I'm like into that.
Yes.
You shouldn't be just like everybody that played got a trophy. You should be like, there are some people that just do better. We always try. We don't have to be good at everything. Like sometimes we just do it for the joy of doing it. So I feel like there's a way to tell the truth without being like
padded truth,
fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm down for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Ladies, this was so fun. We love hanging out with you. We need a
post-COVID ladies retreat.
Yeah, that would be really nice. Can you imagine a world where we actually hang out in person?
Oh my God, I can hug you. Can you imagine?
Someday. We would love
2 years.
Yes.
We so admire you. You ladies are hysterical. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. We admire you. You guys wrote a friggin' book.
And you're doing long distance best friendship, which is hard enough as it is. So thank you guys so much for continuing to give amazing peer reviewed advice, which we don't do any peer reviewing. You guys are like legit. So thank you for being just amazing mothers, amazing voices in this weird community that we're a part of. And congratulations on writing a book.
Yeah.
It's like a big fucking deal.
Tell the people where to find you, where to follow you, all that fun stuff.
You can find us at evieandsarah.com. We also have a podcast called Modern Manners for Moms and Dads. And we have an amazing Facebook group called Talking Modern Manners for Moms and Dads. And of course, our book, aptly titled, is Modern Manners for Moms and Dads. It's easy.
Yeah. Your Facebook group is hilarious. I love your Facebook group. It's really good questions too. Like it's stuff I would have never thought of. It's amazing.
I need to join. I didn't even know that this was a thing.
Join, girl.
I can carry like left and right. So yeah. It's a fun group. We have a lot of good chats and it's really amazing the questions people ask and what they say for answers. It's awesome.
Oh God, I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm. We need something to troll other than my animal web Instagrams at 1:00 in the morning.
Exactly. Everyone go out and buy Modern Manners for Moms and Dads. If you need a direct link, I'm sure there's one on evieandsarah.com. If not, there is one on momtouragepodcast.com. We love you guys very much. Thank you so much.
It's always a fun time. Anytime.
And we'll see you after the holidays. Let's make it through the next couple of months.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much, ladies. You are the best.
Thank you.
Love you. Guys. Bye. That was so much
They're
fun.
So amazing.
I love them.
All right. So here we are.
We're tight on time. So let's get right to it. We have the holiday gift guide. # swag bag. Guys, today's
holidays
category,
are approaching us.
They're approaching. We have 6 episodes. We're going to do 6 different categories.
Deals and discounts.
Today, deals and discounts. Bombs, discount
deals.
Today's category is gifts for the cool mom friend. You know, like that mom friend we all have that's so just like she's that, effortlessly like that lady I met mowing her lawn and Crocs. She sounds like a bitch. I mean, the cool mom that is just like so fucking cool. You don't even know how to approach being
shows
that
up
cool.
to daycare in like a belt bag.
Yes, like they rolled out of bed and they just look so cool. Yeah. Oh God, I love that person and hate them because I just don't know how to attain it. Well, we've got 2 products to help you. Okay.
Okay. So the first one, I wish I've been moving, guys.
Let's say the name first.
Okay.
The name is Chaos by Kate Paris. This is the
cool girl jewelry.
The coolest.
It's like if Miley Cyrus was jewelry.
Which we love Miley Cyrus because our plant is named Miley.
Oh, Miley.
We love Miley Cyrus, especially this like 70s like glam rock thing she's doing. Very into it. So Chaos by Kate Paris is a collection of
go ahead.
Of curated jewelry From designers around the world, each piece has been personally chosen by celebrity stylists.
Celebs.
Kate Paris, in her desire to bring you jewelry that's affordable, sexy, and always completely relevant. It's rock chic inspired, not meant to conform, and the creation of your killer style. And I think that's a great summary.
Kate herself has been is like the coolest.
So cool.
She's been in Vogue Italy and in music videos for Drake.
She dressed, the video for Drake.
I mean, she's like, I wish she also was in it.
She should also dress us.
She should dress us.
But she did kind of, because we are wearing Chaos by Kate Paris.
Kate Paris.
Do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay, so ignore the fact that I have Irish potato picking hands. I do not have a good hand for this. Look at this bracelet. Look. It's a cuff. Ooh.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to wear it this way. You could also wear it this way. What?
But why?
It's cooler this way.
Yes.
My poor potato.
Do you want me to read about it while you're reading?
No, I'm going to do it. My
okay.
potato hands. Okay. So this is a Soko. It's called the Soko Dash Cuff. It's 24 karat gold plated brass. The brass is from sorry, I need to take my hand down because that looks awkward. Brass is from recycled sources in Africa. It's tarnish resistant, which is super important because a lot of plated materials get tarnished, and then you're like, why did I even?
Yeah, and if I'm not buying it at Forever 21, then I don't want it it's not
if
worth the
you're
money.
gonna buy like a good costume piece.
Yes,
it better be tarnish resistant because you're putting in the money for it.
Absolutely,
and this is. Soko is woman-led, people first ethical jewelry brand and tech-powered manufacturing platform built to connect artisans in Kenya with the global market. And why we love it, it's cool, it's ethically sourced, it's tarnish free. It's only $68 for this beautiful, beautiful cuff.
That bangle is so cool. You can wear it with anything. You can layer it with a bunch of other pieces.
I was going to layer it, but then the rest of my pieces looked bad with it.
I know, it's like too
so
cool.
Good. It looked too cool.
Okay, so
that bangle's not going to be good. Look.
My piece is this necklace right here. I'm
Ashley's
pretty sure I've
vein.
seen Miley wearing this necklace,
Pretty
which
much.
is why I was like,
mullet.
I need that.
I know.
Oh God, my earpiece is falling out. And now iTunes is going on. What a world. What a world we're living in. What a time to be alive.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So this is the Glam Rocks chunky chevron
This
collar.
necklace makes you look like you were out all night.
I know,
and then you got up and took a meeting. So you're a boss bitch, but you also have a nightlife experience.
In COVID. It's 14 karat gold plated over brass. This is the 16-inch. It comes in 16-inch and 18-inch.
Perfectly.
Yes.
On your clavicle.
I know.
Look at this.
Once again, tarnish resistant. And I just think I love it because firstly, if you feel the same,
it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's really heavy.
And it just feels like quality, even though it's not.
I love it.
Like full gold.
You know what that says to me?
Badass bitch.
My mom was alive in the 80s and she did lots of fun things that I shouldn't know about.
My mom was, and she did some fun things.
I mean, you're alive, so
yeah.
she did some fun things.
So this retails for $85. All I can tell you is Carrie and I picked these pieces to show you guys.
And now we want to buy each other.
We both decided for the holidays we're buying each other the other piece.
That's how good it is.
These pieces and so many other.
So many cool things.
There's ear cuffs.
There's like an ear thing.
There's signet rings, which I'm dying for.
All of them literally look like I've seen Miley Cyrus wear them.
So cool. Everything is available at chaosbykateparis.com. And she has so kindly offered our viewers a discount code of Momtourage for 25% off your purchase until New Year's Eve, which is a really great deal.
Get it in there. All the jewelry is really gorgeous. It's beautiful.
It's so good. Moving on to our friends at Lady Suite. You want a Vanna? And I'll go through this.
Here I am, Vanna.
Okay.
Beep, beep,
so this
beep, beep.
wonderful calming wellness elixir is formulated to help undo the daily drama and bullshit.
We've had so much daily drama. I'm just gonna put this right in our drink.
Put it on. It takes away the stress from the mind, the mood, body. You just drop the drama in your mouth, under your tongue.
Drop the drama in your mouth.
That's what they say, under your tongue. And you enjoy 1,500 milligrams of full spectrum CBD, lady loving oils, and I love that there are adaptogens that help balance your hormones.
And then the monk fruit adds natural sweetness, sans sugar, carbs, or calories. It's also made with plant-based terpenes, which are shown to soothe stress and have a naturally juicy and citrus flavor. So a quick CBD recap for those of you that are not as well-versed in the CBD world. CBD functions by binding to cannabinoid receptors in the body's endocannabinoid systems. And these receptors have been found in virtually every cell and tissue type in the human body, which is why CBD has so many beneficial uses.
So adults can take one full dropper full. You put it under 1 to 2 times a day. You just hold it under your tongue for 30 seconds.
They don't recommend putting in your drink. I'm just going rogue.
Yeah, well, we just, that's how we do. So this bottle retails for $65 at ladysweetwellness.com. You can use code Momtourage15 for 15% off your purchase of anything at Lady Sweet Beauty or Lady Sweet Wellness.
And we are affiliates, so you can use that code
all the time.
All the time.
On
it
everything.
Never expires.
Yeah, everything. So let's pick a giveaway winner. I didn't see any comments. Do you want to check our text?
Sure. Hold on. Let me check. Hold on. Oh, God. Where's my phone? Here we go.
In the meantime, while she's looking for that, I just want you guys to know, if you did not win this evening, we are launching a giveaway tomorrow on our Instagram account for this. Just head to Momtourage Podcast and enter to win tomorrow when we post it on there.
All right. Maria Coltrone says, I bite my nails and then spit them out in public. Ooh, that is bad.
I do that at home.
I pick my toes at your house.
I know.
Maria, I don't recommend the spitting part. I mean, maybe even if you just bite your nose, but the actively spitting it out part, I wouldn't. I'm not trying to shame you, Maria, but still.
But you're still our girl. But
don't spit them out. Just do a little.
Just keep them in until you're alone.
I don't even know what the option is.
I don't.
I'm a nail biter, so I accept that. But
also, don't bite your nails in public anymore. We're in COVID world, Maria. Anyway, we love you.
Cover your mouth, Maria.
Anyway, you're getting a beautiful bottle of this.
Don't cover your mouth. Put that in your mouth. Then don't bite your nails.
What a great show.
Maybe it's nerves. Maybe this will calm her down.
Maybe. What a great show. We love Evie and Sarah. I love them so much.
We'll have a sleepover episode with them.
We should. That would be so much fun.
It's weird. Adults having sleepovers is a little weird.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank
you to our control room director, Matt, my husband. We will be next week with we'll be back. Did I say that? We'll be back next week with our dear friend, Sunny Abada. Make sure to check out our Instagram account. Tell your friends we love you, and we'll see you next week. Hey, we'll have a new president.
Or some kind of president.
It'll be a new one. Bye, guys! Okay, that's our show today, folks. Thank you so much for giving us a listen. Please do not forget to rate, review, and subscribe. We are out here on our own, and these things really, really matter.
We want to hear from you. Tell us what you want to hear. Email us at momtouragepod@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram at Momtourage Podcast to hang out with us all week long.
We are here for you. You are not alone. We got you. So go ahead, girl. Know this posse is behind you and go slay. Momtourage is written and produced by Ashley Heron-Smith and Carrie Sotero. Recorded and mixed by Lee Mars. Our theme song, MILF, is by the band Mama Drama. You can find them on Instagram at Mama Drama Band or mamadramaband.com.